I am afraid to open my heart to a committed relationship with a man because my heart has so much pain in it from getting hurt.
You know the pain, devastating. You should not do that again. You need to be very careful. Not open your heart to a man, ever. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
I mean all the way open your heart. Let's say that's dangerous. You could get hurt again.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Would it be dangerous? No, if I loved completely, it would not be dangerous. I'm terrified.
What else? He says, I love you, I care about you, and it doesn't really matter what he says. You find yourself falling in love.
It's been so long, it's hard to even, I can't even imagine what an open heart feels like.
Here's what happens. It's how we react. It begins to kill him. It
Yes.
begins to tear him to shreds. That's how we keep our heart closed. You know, the ego's job is to kill everything but itself. Until it's questioned, the heart stays closed. We live very carefully and very alone.
Mm-hmm.
Even with someone.
Right.
What images do you see when you think the thought, I better be careful?
I immediately feel no trust. I don't even give it a chance to trust.
We're living what we don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Open mind, open heart. Closed mind, closed heart. Judge someone and believe it, your heart shuts down. You see why meditation works here? You could sit in this a long time. Let's look at the next one.
How do you want to change? I want myself to take the boxing gloves off and remove the U.S. Army from around my heart so I can give him a chance and myself a chance. I want myself to take the boxing gloves off.
Is that true?
Yes.
Can you absolutely know that it's true that you want to take off the boxing gloves?
I feel a conflict in my head and my heart. It's like my thoughts say yes and my heart is still closed for business.
So it's not an honest yes. Sweetheart, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to look at your life just the way you've lived it. Not open to dating. Turn it around.
I am open to dating.
So give me examples of why that would be fabulous.
Because I would learn more about myself.
And what you want.
Yeah.
It's not about what he wants. That's just a bonus.
Yes.
To touch him, to love him. And when you love them, they can leave you too. It's okay. They come, they go, they even die. Always know that when you're turned off or you're angry, you're believing something about them that is going to give you within yourself, if you do the work with it, everything you've ever wanted. Because ultimately, you're the one you're dating.
Right. I feel that. I feel that now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a conversation. Ask me out. I'll be you, and you be this really wonderful man. Okay. That's crazy about me.
What's up, girl?
So far, he's perfect.
You think I could get your number and take you out?
Well, where would you like to go?
I'd like to take you out to dinner.
That sounds fabulous. Yeah, I'd love to give you my number. So far, the worst can happen is I get a really great meal. This is about me. But if I projected he's gonna hurt me, he only wants sex,
Yes.
he doesn't really care about me, all that stuff, I miss the meal.
I'll get it.
Got it?
Got it.
They invite you to a movie, which one?
Right.
They want to take you for a ride, do you like the car?
Oh my God, yes, because I was projecting all those things.
So ask me out again.
You're looking good.
Yeah, you know, I feel the same way about me lately. You know, I do, you know, and I don't know much about my body, but you know, my heart is huge. I just feel fabulous.
What are you doing after the club?
Well, why do you ask?
I thought maybe you'd like to come home with me.
Wow. Do you want to have sex with me?
Yes.
I'll consider it.
God, it's
Do you have a number?
I love your number.
Great. We exchange numbers, and I call him or I don't. This is about me.
So wonderful, because I was putting it all about them.
0.
Oh, it's about me.
Yeah.
I have power.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to date.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing more painful than our heart when it's shut down. And it's so simple to find those pieces of us through inquiry that would shut down our heart toward any human being.
A thought like, you should love me, just brings laughter to your heart. Can you hear the arrogance of that thought? I don't care whom you want to love. You should love me, and I'll even trick you into it. It's the opposite of love. If I think that my husband should love me, I'm insane. Whose business is it whom he loves? His, of course. It's not his job to love me. It's mine.
Then what is marriage?
Marriage with the self. That's the ultimate marriage. There's no one else to marry but you. And then whoever the world says you're married to, you know, like the marriage certificate, that's just a bonus. And they'll give you what's left just in case you don't totally love yourself.
So you choose to be in a marriage in order to learn more about self-love.
That's how it works.
If he is dishonest, he can afford it maybe. I can't. Where am I dishonest? That's my freedom. And, people who are dishonest, if we're not deluded, in other words, we're coming out of a clear head, when people are dishonest, it's a blessing because they show us clearly in the very beginning who not to do business with. That's an asset. That's helpful.
I invite people to use a very, very simple process that anyone can do if they're open to it. Anyone, children, old people. It's a very simple process, 4 questions and a turnaround. And I invite them to observe their stressful thoughts. The stressful thoughts, that's what leads to violence. Internal violence and violence within our families and our communities and nations. So if we can't end the war within our own self or within our own families, how can we expect our politicians or governments to stop fighting? Till we end it in ourselves, it's not going to end in the world. One morning as I lay sleeping on the floor because my self-esteem was so low, I didn't believe I even deserved a bed to sleep in, and I opened my eyes, and in place of all of that self-hatred and the war with the self and the terrible world that we live when we're so depressed and so paranoid, in place of all that darkness was a joy and a peace that I cannot describe. But the important thing that came out of it is that when we believe our thoughts, we suffer. And when we question our thoughts, we don't suffer. And I have come to see that this is true for every human being, that we're innocent. As long as we believe our stressful thoughts, we live out of those beliefs, and then we wonder why we feel so crazy sometimes.
I was about 12, and it was summer, and I had my shirt off, and some friends made some comments about how I looked.
How do you react when you believe that thought? They say you're unattractive, and boom. How do you react? What happened?
Feel that I don't want anybody to see me.
Your whole life is altered. Go back to that little 12-year-old before they said what they said, before you believed it. Who would you be without the thought, I'm unattractive? Who are you?
Someone that hadn't thought about it before.
Perfectly okay with your beautiful self.
Yeah.
So what happened was you became a believer and your life just became a shame. That's how powerful a belief is. Would you rather us love you for your body?
But I would go for being and not the body. Only just.
So this is good. You think if you have this beautiful body, this attractive body, that you're going to get what you want. I learned that personalities don't love, they want something. And that is the physical world, a mind that is so identified that it can't get out of it. It's seeking security, comfort, pleasure.